Environmental science is telling us a lot about our future and what it could look like. Whether we are talking about global warming, the current poster child for the environment, or a loss of genetic diversity in our food supplies, or the effects of low dose chemicals on human development. Well, this is Geetanjali, and I'm gonna talk about engineering solutions for human and environmental hazards posed by chemical industry. So let's get started. The chemical industry is very diverse, producing thousands of substances which are used by other industries and that are present in countless consumer products. The chemicals industry make products with many beneficial uses, but they can also have negative impacts on human health and the environment. Most recently, concern has been expressed about chemicals which interfere with the normal function of hormonal systems of human and animals, that is endocrine disruptors and substances which impact on children's health. The global chemicals industry is an important part of the world economy with an estimated US $1,500 billion in sales in 1998, more than twice the size of the world market for telecommunications equipment and services, and it accounts for 7% of global income and 9% of international trade. The industry is a major employer with over 10 million people employed worldwide and traditionally a high tech industry with a heavy reliance on research and development due to instant need for innovation. Almost every country has a chemicals industry, yet almost 80% of the world's total output is currently being produced by only 16 countries. The US, Japan, Germany, China, France, the UK, Italy, Korea, Brazil, Belgium, Luxembourg, Spain, the Netherlands, Taiwan, Switzerland, and Russia. Consumption of chemicals is far greater in OECD countries than in non OECD countries. Similarly, trade in chemicals is currently dominated by OECD regions, which have nearly equilibrated trade balances with one another and register trade surpluses with virtually all the other countries of the world. Chemical companies in OECD countries will shift product to life science and especially chemicals, and more companies will merge to form larger and fewer multinationals. Worldwide, workers in nearly every sector face hazardous exposure to chemicals, including pollutants, dust, vapors, and fumes, leading to death toll of more than 1 million workers every year. Countless others face chronic illness or lifelong disabilities such as cancer, respiratory diseases, and neurological conditions. In addition to the hazard posed by chronic chemical and exposures, unsafe chemical management has resulted in numerous major industrial accidents throughout the history. And despite advances in chemicals management, recent accidents continue to remind us of the devastating impacts on workers, the environment, and the surrounding communities. Regrettably, chemical exposures often affect those populations of workers that are already in the most vulnerable situations, including migrant workers, indigenous and tribal people, women, and children. So far, such problems we have some sustainable, economic, effective, and environment friendly solutions. Chemical engineers meet environmental challenges, develop advanced technologies, monitoring devices, modeling techniques, and operating strategies that reduce the volume and toxicity of pollutants allowed to enter the air, waterways, and soil. Significantly reduce the negative environmental impact of industrial facilities, power plants, and transportation vehicles, and allow greater reuse of post-consumer and post-industrial waste streams. Chemical engineering transforms environmental conservation. They work to make our ecosystem more sustainable via clean water resource, improving air quality, improved recycling. So that's all I have to say about it. And do remember, safety and success requires 100% commitment.